And then there are 4 deputy speakers. So the 4 deputy speakers, if Nigeria is not heading, because the ECOWAS partner is in Nigeria, we always give Nigeria a slot as the first deputy speaker, which is an English slot. Then one other will come from English speaking. Then one from Portuguese, 2 from French, 2 French. Francophone. So we had the last election. The speaker, Togo had not sent the speaker. So all the police met and said, well, one of the most senior person here is Honorable Snow. So we made Honorable Snow the speaker pro tem of the ECOWAS parliament. So I became the speaker for that day, and I had to call for election. The only job that was free was the speakership because they declared for Togo and Togo wasn't ready. But we needed 4 deputy speakers. And Ghana came, Ghana the English country, Gambia the English country, Togo, Nigeria already the English, so Nigeria get 1 seat, only 1 more seat remain for English speaking country. So we met as English speaking country and said, you know what? Cape Verde can pay the community levy, owing ECOWAS. So we can't get in this seat. And that seat was for Cape Verde, because you go between Cape Verde and Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau led the seat that was time for Cape Verde. We say Cape Verde can't pay the community levy, the owing ECOWAS. You know, ECOWAS survive on levy. Every time you bring something in the country, you have to pay a percentage of ECOWAS levy. So push Cape Verde aside and get that seat to Ghana. Because it should have been Gambia and Nigeria. And give it to Ghana. And Orlando got upset with me. He didn't want to speak to me. Vexed with me. Then, 2 days later, there are 2 other committees you got to set in the parliament when we start. The committee in charge of the rules and procedure, and the committee in charge of allotting position to everybody. You will be chairman, you co-chairman, you that other one. They came out again, they made me chairman of that committee. To get all the position of the everybody. Even though my man Orlando advanced, he was speak to me, I'm driving, going to where money, he called me. So now that night, you're in the car, he called me and said, Honorable Stowe, I advance to you, you're my brother, but I'm not talking to you. But please consider me as committee chair on health.
So that's Senator.
And I said, consider it done, you chairman on health. So when the following day, each country had to chair a committee. So the first country I gave committee to, our Cape Verde, committee on health. And he said, want to vote. Then we got something ECOWAS parliament called the country report. So every time we go to session, every country got to give their report, the political situation, the human rights situation, you know, and you got to give how much money your country now pay, how much money you owe, and all that. So reading the Liberian country report, then Orlando saw that Liberia owing even more than Cape Verde. They killed me in one jack of me. He said, your country owe more than me, and then he told me the position. So it was a big one, but you know, as for the parliamentarians, you all know it, even for Liberia. You all see all fighting, forcing. Remember myself, well, today she reported me, everybody today she here praising me. So now I can operate. So I'm going to share this with you to know that networking is very important. And the last thing I will share with you before I go into the substance, I want to appeal to Liberians. Right? The substance. We can't talk about drugs here. We have to talk about drugs. The last thing I want to share with Liberians. The last thing I want to share with Liberians, especially you guys. I really admire the MC. I don't really know you, but I admire you. You brought light into the room. I admire Sandra, the president of the different federations, youth federation. The problem we have in the region is that Liberians don't like to apply for international posts. And that's why we don't have people in organizations, in international organizations. Appealing to us. Take next to the Minister of Sports, first the President, Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Sports. We all thought we were going to have an ECOWAS institution that will be coming to Liberia, the Youth Center. That center will be recruiting people to work, especially the G staff, because they will bring most of the P staff people, except people from Burkina, Mali, or Niger that will be leaving. They will bring people and then people will apply. Please apply for the position. When you come out, we share on our pages, apply. If Anja could sit an interview and he pass it, if Mohammed could do it, pass it. If every Miller could do it and pass it, Brother Tunis Wale could do it and pass it on Serenu, you can also do it. People can just get a friend. The regulations say at least you must at 10% of one of the ECOWAS languages. I don't go there and say bonjour, you so small French there, ça va, comment tout t'appelles. So then you put a real English, but when you go to English, where is your strength? You gotta put a real good, the one Joseph Bagas put to Donald Trump. And when you put it, you gotta show your strength. Alright? Because people again say bon dia in the morning, finish with the feeling, say obrigado, thank you. And you say, but by the time the Liberians get, you gotta speak small foreign language, they don't want to go to interview. And these are good jobs. Trust me. If I tell you that my chief of staff now making more money than me, you know it's a good job. Even Anja making more money than me, see, facing a hard order. Okay, so I'm encouraging us to do it. Now let's go to the issue. Yesterday was a very good day. The last few days, Monday and yesterday. Monday we had the opportunity, went to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I didn't take that meeting. Then to City Hall. But by the time the delegation got to the Health Ministry, I was there. We met the Minister of Health in a leadership meeting with her team. And like the Minister of Youth and Sports just said, Dr. Zian. The minister turned the floor over to Dr. Zian. And about talk about drugs, the effect on the human body and our society. If I was CEO, I'm going to put that ball on my back from upstairs, straight downstairs to tell you. And I have also agreed with Orlando, he agreed with me that in our recommendation, we'll be recommending to Zia to go to Abuja and make a presentation to the ECOWAS party on the effect of drugs in our region. A very young man, my first time seeing him or recognizing him, because they were reminded us that I went to the Senate one time and put him on. So I didn't recognize Google that day. We go there next time when I put him on. But very sharp. And then the minister went ahead and explained some of the things that the government is doing that even I, as senator, I don't know about it. Yesterday, the Minister of Sports drove us to Betor to see the 350-bedroom hospital that the government is building. Wow. Impressive. And the Minister of Mami down to earth took her time. We left from there, we went to the Ministry of Education. Dr. Ojala, Minister Ojala, excellent. What effect, what are they doing into the school programs? What are they doing? Then to gender. Minister came there, had a perfect conversation, very good conversation, in the involvement of the government. As for youth and sport, if I was standing here today with authority, I would name him as the ambassador, the ambassador on this fight. Because my sister said, the head of secretariat said, he's not just an ordinary minister. He controls almost 70% of our population. And he has given us, he has put everything to our disposal. Came to see him, he took all his time, brought his cabinet his ministers, his deputy minister, assistant minister, we met. Yesterday he was with us from Central Street, King Gray. We went to Bensonville. He showed us buildings yesterday at the youth center that he's struggling to fix. And he told me, he said, before the end of the next month, this building will be ready to start building the first set of females. And that's one of the advantages we're going to have, because the ECOWAS Youth Center coming here, these are things that we'll be working with the minister. Minister, I know you're my friend, everything, I'm a son biased, but I honestly want to thank you. You've really shown leadership. Even my colleagues, Olano and Tumade, were talking with you last night. Your simplicity, your availability. I mean, what you've done with this mission, we really appreciate you, Mr. Minister, and we'll flag you in our report. And honestly, with your involvement, so Mange, I want you to get a message to the minister or somebody talking to you so you get it. No. So what the Minister of Youth and Sport had done, I wish he didn't have to leave to really thank him for his involvement. We read this morning, he was walking with us under the rain to come here. Now, why am I making all of these references? I'm only making it to say that the fight against drugs cannot be fought in our offices. We cannot sit down and act like bishop in our offices and say we want to fight drugs. We got to get out there. My friend Mutar, the clerk to the health committee, very experienced clerk at the parliament. He said to me, he said, Senator, when he went on Central Street yesterday, he said, Senator, we agree you're fighting drugs. We know you're getting drugs here. But compared to the two other countries we went to, you're baby. He said, and one of the two countries we went to, if they don't fight drugs with everything in there in the next 5 to 10 years, drugs will take over the country. So before they came here, they were in Sierra Leone or in Guinea, then Liberia. He said to me, he said, what they saw there, well, it doesn't mean we're free. It only means we got to fight harder. I remember one time, I went to see the doctor. That was our own borderline with sugar in my family, and then my cholesterol high. So he said, well, you got to change your lifestyle, eat properly, exercise this. So I came and put gym to my heart. I heard that exercising. Then I did my next quarterly test. I said, what are you doing? Your sugar has dropped, your cholesterol is stable, this. By the time they that I've seen there, a whole cake. Actually, cake, they are just like eating now. Well, when my husband next time, that's when now. But it come up again. So we shouldn't say because we sound better than the other people, so we drop the ball. We got to fight this drugs thing. It's serious in our region. Don't take it for true. What I saw yesterday, firsthand, and as I went to Central Street and King Gray, I saw people that I know personally, people that know my name, people that are talking to me, people that voted for me in King Gray. I was here 2 times representing, that voted for me. I saw them there. And now I like when the president of Flash spoke, he said, people come to us, and the next minute when you see them, they hire you like Mama Babi or Vara, they call it. These kind of people, we got to, when they get to that stage, we got to arrest the situation immediately. And somebody said, even in the legislature, even though they didn't talk about the executive, but I will add the executive. Some of the people that wear the necktie and go to work, they may not be taking the kush, but they're taking other substance that have the same effect. So we got to fight it. We got to fight it. So I only come today as a friend. I don't see myself here as a senator or ECOWAS parliamentarian. I just come as a friend, as a brother, to just ask all of us here to be ambassadors. All of us here to just be ambassadors. We went to to, what born nigga other name, real name? We went to his place yesterday. Was so impressed. I mean, he got a whole, the only thing the minister didn't agree with him on, he got different stages. So he showed the first place, say when they come for it, we can lock them all there for 21 days. They said that one is unconventional. He said the Ministry of Health and Gender said I shouldn't do it, but it's working for me. So I can lock them up for 21 days, then a substance get from the party, then they start going through rehabilitation. He showed us his electrical engineering class, computer, Apple computer lineup, bakery, selling bread, doing garbage can. He's contributing.